Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands I do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Aviators of Rio de Janeiro taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Willis going to look to throw first play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Willis to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Shoot up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And they run the option on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Willis now off of play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Mustang 19.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Aviators will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted inside the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyjae Spears, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
70 range. Go.
2nd and 14. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. 3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Willis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again to the 27-yard line. The Niners at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Able to power through. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther Street, Panther Street. Buffalo 18, 79 Bronco. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Trap 60, trap 60. Hurt.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go.
They go play action with Willis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll set up a throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 1st down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 33. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And that one results in 35 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
McCaffrey is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 5. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 bowl game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Cook now off the read option. taken down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Warriors 70. Ready?
Willis looks to pass it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Now, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is no good. He missed it, and that will keep this a 4-point gain.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Let's go now.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Cowboy 80.
The slot man in motion right. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
In motion goes the tight end.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Willis's throw caught by Tony.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Cook now off the read option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Willis to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Willis.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Third down, it's Willis.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And a brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 40-yard touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th as time has run out on quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On the option, here's Spears. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Willis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Offense on 3rd down tonight. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Willis.
talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming in on the other end.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go.
2nd and 7.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is taken at the 23. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Let's go now.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Ready.
Willis will look to throw it. That's complete to Tony. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Back to the ground, Cook.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4.
19 right. Go street. Buffalo 18. 18, right in.
Willis to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Throwing, Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal.
Go check, go check.
Now Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Rig alert, rig alert. Warriors 17. Cut 19, cut 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play, but if they can...
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
121 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one on the win column.
So it's a win for the Niners here. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.